India has some of the highest import duties on electric vehicles in the world, which can make it difficult for Tesla to compete with local manufacturers who do not have to pay such high tariffs. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has cited this as a major barrier to entry into the Indian market. India has a relatively underdeveloped charging infrastructure for electric vehicles, which can make it difficult for Tesla to sell its cars in the country. India has a complex regulatory environment, and there may be bureaucratic hurdles that Tesla needs to navigate before it can enter the Indian market. This could include things like customs clearance, approvals from government agencies, and compliance with local regulations. The demand for electric vehicles in India is still relatively low compared to other countries, which may make it less attractive for Tesla to enter the market at this time. While there is some interest in EVs in India, particularly in urban areas, the high cost of EVs and the lack of infrastructure have been major obstacles to widespread adoption. Despite these challenges, Tesla has expressed interest in entering the Indian market in the past. In 2021, it registered as a company in India and announced plans to set up a manufacturing facility in the country. High import duties can significantly affect Tesla's ability to enter the Indian market. India has some of the highest import duties on electric vehicles in the world, which can make it difficult for Tesla to compete with local manufacturers who do not have to pay such high tariffs. The import duties in India can be as high as 100%, which means that the cost of a Tesla car would be significantly higher in India compared to other countries where import duties are lower or non-existent. This can make it difficult for Tesla to price its cars competitively and attract customers in India. Furthermore, the high import duties can make it difficult for Tesla to set up a local manufacturing facility in India, which could help it avoid the import duties altogether. This is because the Indian government provides certain incentives and benefits to manufacturers who produce goods locally, and these incentives can help to offset the cost of setting. However, the high import duties remain a major obstacle to Tesla's ability to enter the Indian market. Tesla's potential competitors in the Indian market are a mix of global and local electric vehicle manufacturers. In terms of import duties, local manufacturers have an advantage over Tesla as they do not have to pay high import duties. For example, Mahindra Electric, an Indian electric vehicle manufacturer, produces electric cars locally and does not have to pay import duties. Similarly, Tata Motors has also launched electric vehicles that are produced in India and are not subject to import duties. In terms of charging infrastructure, Tesla has an advantage over most of its competitors as it has a global network of superchargers that can be used to charge Tesla cars. However, Tesla would still need to invest in building more charging infrastructure in India to make its cars more accessible to customers. Local manufacturers such as Mahindra Electric and Tata Motors have also been investing in charging infrastructure in India. In terms of demand, the Indian electric vehicle market is still relatively small compared to other countries, but it is growing rapidly. According to some estimates, the Indian electric vehicle market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of over 44% from 2020 to 2026. Currently, most of the demand for electric vehicles in India comes from the government and commercial sectors, but there is also growing interest from individual customers. Benefits: India is a huge and rapidly growing market for automobiles, and the electric vehicle segment in particular is expected to grow rapidly in the coming years. By entering the Indian market, Tesla would gain access to a large customer base that is increasingly interested in electric vehicles. Tesla is a well-known brand around the world, and entering the Indian market would help to build its brand and reputation in a new market. This could help Tesla to attract customers and build a loyal following in India. Tesla has an extensive network of superchargers around the world, and entering the Indian market would provide an opportunity to expand this network further. This could help to make Tesla cars more accessible and convenient for Indian customers. India has a large pool of skilled workers and a growing manufacturing sector. By setting up a manufacturing facility in India, Tesla could take advantage of these resources and potentially reduce its costs of production. Drawbacks: India has some of the highest import duties on electric vehicles in the world, which could make it difficult for Tesla to price its cars competitively in the Indian market. This could limit demand for Tesla's cars and reduce its profitability. India has a relatively underdeveloped charging infrastructure for electric vehicles, which could make it difficult for Tesla to sell its cars in the country. Tesla would need to invest in building more charging infrastructure to make its cars more accessible and convenient for customers. India has a complex regulatory environment, and Tesla would need to navigate a range of bureaucratic hurdles to enter the Indian market. This could include things like customs clearance, approvals from government agencies, and compliance with local regulations. India has a number of local electric vehicle manufacturers who are already established in the market. These manufacturers may have advantages over Tesla, such as lower production costs and existing relationships with suppliers and distributors. This could make it difficult for Tesla to compete in the Indian market.